Hey everyone, Craig Ball here, hope you're going well. The thing we're going to talk about today is emotional intelligence. Now, you may recall emotional intelligence many years ago, the concept's been around for quite a while. It's actually considered one of the multiple types of intelligence. And it can also be defined, or at least emotionally intelligent people can be defined as people who are able to perceive, understand, manage and handle emotions, but also can recognise them in others and know how to appropriately deal with them, move within them, and also to label them. That's a lot. That's an awful lot. Understanding, working, dealing with emotions. The one thing we're going to talk about today is about labelling them, because you've got to start somewhere when talking about the emotional landscape and where it goes. So what I want you to think about today is start looking at the labelling you're giving for emotions and how you discuss them versus yourself. Walk into the water with me on this. We all know people that when things are going bad, it's not feeling depressed or sad or unhappy or uneasy, it's devastating. Now, listen, you might already know this, but devastation is not an actual emotion. Devastation is a result of a natural disaster, typically. Okay? Life-changing also is not an emotion. A lot of people say, if you break it all down, there's only two emotions, and that is love and fear. Because a lot of anger and other issues come out of fear, and a lot of positive ones come out of love, and that may also be true. But if you can label things appropriately, it can be incredibly easy to help you to deal with things, or lighten the burden at the very least. So what I want you to do from this video is to go away and think about how it is you actually use those emotions, how you describe them to yourselves. And the last thing is, when you're experiencing that emotion, do you say, I'm sad? Or do you say, this is sadness? And distance yourself, even if that little bit of a distinction between yourself and those emotions, because you are not the emotion. You are you, a fallible, worthwhile human being. So taking that step to label the emotion and say, this is what I'm experiencing. This is the experience of this emotion, helps you to get away from overgeneralizing between yourselves and your emotional state. Because at the end of the day, you're you regardless. And you might hear people use expletives to explain emotions, such as this is shit. One of the things I used to do when I was in the military, we'd come back from a funeral and everyone was feeling quite a bit, was experiencing a bit of a morose feeling. I'd say the easiest way to define this is sadness, because sadness passes. Okay, you could say it's depressing, but are you depressed? Are you clinically depressed or not? That's the way that starts to drag that. Hopefully you'll understand from watching this, or we'll start to get the picture a little bit more about the importance of labeling your emotions. Labeling something lighter and a little bit easier helps you to have something a little bit more tangible and shorter term to deal with. Hope that helps. Thanks heaps.